The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hi, welcome to the Ring and All of Sports. My name is Leo Connors. I'm your host, and I have two very special guests. I got a guest co-host, Live Wire Dave Padulla.
Hello. Leo, good to see you.
Thank you. And professional wrestler Flip Gordon.
How's it going?
Thanks for being on the show.
Of course, thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
Good to see you.
So, this show's just basically about getting to know you. You know what I mean, and letting everybody know all about you, where you grew up, what you did as a kid. I know you were in the service and all that. We want to know all things about Flip.
Okay, awesome.
So, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Columbia Falls, Montana, which is right outside of Kalispell, Montana, which is where I went to high school. I went to high school in Kalispell.
Nice.
So, but I grew up on a 40-acre farm in Columbia Falls. So,
did you play sports as a kid?
I did.
Okay, what'd you play?
I wrestled.
Yeah.
Played a little bit of soccer, a little bit of football. Baseball as a little kid.
Nice. Now, how about in high school? Did you wrestle in high school?
Yeah, I wrestled in high school.
Nice.
Played soccer in high school.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it was fun.
Nice. And you also have a gymnastics background?
I do. Yeah, I got into gymnastics in about 2010.
Wow.
So I did that for a few years.
Right. That's pretty awesome. Now, when did you decide you wanted to join the military?
That was kind of came out of nowhere.
Really?
Because I never thought I would join.
Right.
And my best friend, who I consider my brother, his name is Joaquin, he's like, hey, let's join the Army. And I was like, I filled out the whole application and everything, was ready to do it. And then, the girl I was talking to at the time, she was like, no, I don't want you to do it. So I'm like, man, I don't know if I should do it. And then it came down, he ended up enlisting before me.
Right.
And then he was like, come on, dude, you don't want to miss out. And I just thought about it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to, live with, knowing, what would it have been like.
Right. Yeah.
So I ended up enlisting. We went to basic training together.
Wow.
AIT together. And then we ended up getting stationed at the same unit together, too. So it was,
awesome.
it was actually really cool.
That's pretty cool to be able to do that with your best friend.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
It's funny because I have a best friend, and I'm gonna be his best man in his wedding. He's 52, never been married, and his fiance is 29 years old.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's what I said. Sorry, Maria, my girlfriend's the same age as me, but yeah, I'm a little jealous of my buddy Joe on that. Just the age. I love his girl, Sam. She's a great girl. But okay, so the military was when? When did you join the military? What year?
May of 2012.
2012. Okay, and now you're in the reserves?
National Guard.
National Guard.
Yep.
Okay, great. Dave, do you have any questions you want to ask?
Well, I want to get to what was your first exposure to professional wrestling?
Yeah.
Who was the first wrestler you saw that made you say, I want to watch this. I want to.
I remember watching it as a little kid with my uncle and all my cousins because they always had it on at their house. They would always wrestle with me. So ever since I was a little kid, I'd always be playing the Nintendo 64,
Right.
And the PS1 when it first came out, Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown, So I remember playing those games, but I didn't really connect to it until about 2004.
Okay.
And Cena's the one that really drew me in.
Oh, okay.
And then Eddie Guerrero
Right.
is my favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
He just drew me in.
That's awesome. I love Eddie too. But Dave, when was I remember you started watching in the late
70,
70s,
78.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
78. I was 72.
78.
Chief Jay Strongbow was the first guy I saw. And
Blackjack Mulligan for me.
It kills me because everybody says Chief Jay was a jerk. And you know what I mean? I look back now and go, I like the jerk, But okay, so now, who trained you?
Brian Fury at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy.
Now, I just had Sidney Bachbell. You guys must have heard that on the way out.
We
I think
did.
Dick just threw him out of the studio.
He did. He did
throw
He was
him out of the
insulting the
studio.
Caleb's. He was insulting everybody, all your employees here.
Yeah. He said he didn't know who
Unacceptable.
Brian Fury was, and he told me that Johnny Vegas is actually the head trainer at the. And I knew that's not true, but how are you going to tell Sidney
Exactly.
Bachbell that? But all right, so what year was that when you started training?
2014. I moved here in September of 2014.
Okay. Now, is it true that you were born in Massachusetts?
I was born
I saw
in,
an interview with you, I was watching it, doing a little homework.
Yeah, I was born in South Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
And then my mom moved me back to Montana when I was an infant, a little kid.
So now you were telling me your cousins, they were into wrestling. Were they all older than you, the same age?
Yeah, all older than me.
Okay, because that kind of way you were saying it sounded like they were
Yeah.
older than you and stuff. Because
I remember-
I was one of the youngest cousins in my family, so
Yeah, I
know
remember
all
my
about
cousin
that.
David would always beat up on me,
Yeah.
powerbomb me through
Oh, yeah.
a coffee table one time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, they were great. All the cousins were great as a little kid. They'd beat me up and stuff. And then as I got older, the girl cousins would hook me up with girls and stuff. So it was nice to be, all your first friends are always cousins anyways,
Yeah, yeah.
But all right, so you were trained by Brian Fury. Who else was in the class with you?
Christian Casanova, Brick Mastone, Donovan Dijak, Mikey Webb.
Wow, you had a good class.
Yeah.
Because all you guys are phenomenal workers. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, now your first wrestling match.
It was May 6th,
Yeah.
2015 against Biff Busick.
Wow. So right off the bat, you were in the ring with.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Crazy to think, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So you had match with Biff. Was that for Chaotic?
No, that was actually a student show that
okay.
Biff ran.
Oh, nice.
So.
Nice. Now, so
How did it go?
yeah.
It wasn't my best match.
Who was it? Oh, it was against Biff. But now, was that down in Biff's area, like New Bedford and all that?
Yeah, it was down in
Okay.
Providence.
Providence. Okay.
Yep. At his school that he was running.
Nice, nice.
So.
Now, from there, after your first match, what was the first company that you really worked for? You know what I mean? That you were booked regularly.
Probably Chaotic and
Chaotic?
XWA.
Okay. And
At the same
XWA down
time,
in
yeah.
Providence. Nice. Have any more questions?
There's so much to get into.
Yeah, exactly.
I just learned recently that he was a mixed martial
Yes,
martial
I've heard
arts
that too.
fighter.
Now, you had
He fought in a
four
cage.
fights?
4 fights,
Four
yeah.
fights. And 2 and 2?
2 and 2.
But
The first 2 I shouldn't have took.
Right. You took, what the first one was, it like an hour notice or something? Or a
It was,
day
it was
notice?
like a day notice.
day
and my
notice.
brother, who we talked about earlier, who got
Yeah.
me into the Army, he's
Right.
gotten me in a lot of trouble.
You got you choked out, huh?
He did. So the first match, he's like, hey, they need a fighter. I was like, what weight? He's like, 170. So I'm like, all right, I'm about 170. I'm like 160, like 5 or something,
Right.
walking around. This guy cut from like 190 to 170.
Wow.
And so it was in Columbia Falls, Montana, and I go in, and me being an amateur wrestler, I go to shoot on him.
Right.
Guillotines me. I'm out. I didn't
Right.
tap. I passed out.
Passed out.
I was done.
That's
And I was like, dang. I was like, all right, I got to do one more to revenge myself. So I take that one a week notice, and I cut to 50, to 40, to 50.
Yeah.
150, I cut down.
Right.
And I just wasn't ready. I didn't train really. A week's notice,
Yeah.
go in.
Right.
Same thing. I last a little bit longer, maybe about a minute and a half.
Right.
Gets me to guillotine. I'm done. I'm like, gosh, I'm just not good at this. So the third one, I took a month in advance.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, I got some time to train.
Right.
So me and my brother, he was on the same card. So me and him started training in the garage, just doing whatever we wanted.
Yep.
And we pretty much just trained ourselves. We didn't go to a gym or
Right.
anything and actually get properly trained. But we had our amateur background.
Right.
So I go into that match, I'm like, all right, I just need to take it slow and not rush it. Because the first 2 fights, I was just trying to rush because I was
Right.
nervous. Never
Right.
been
Oh,
in that
yeah.
situation before. It's scary. You're in a cage where
Right.
the only way out is to be the crap out of
Bunch
the
of
other
people
person.
watching you.
Yeah.
Believe me, I grew up in Lowell where the Golden Gloves are held, and it takes a lot of guts. I don't care what anybody says, to step in front of a bunch
Yeah,
of people and fight.
So the third one, I won by guillotine.
Nice.
So first round. And then the last one, it was a week after my first wrestling match.
Okay.
And it was back home, and I won that one first round by armbar.
Nice.
So
you have anything lined up? Do you plan on doing any more?
I have
you
the
think it's-
itch.
you know,
but
you
I
had
would-
the
I would
last
want-
2 wins, so-
I would want to actually train for
Right,
it, and I
right.
just don't have the time right now. If I was going to do it, I want to take it more seriously than I did in the past.
Now, speaking of that, then, would you go down and train with like Chuck Steele and those guys, and maybe Matt
I'd
Riddle,
love
if you
to, yeah.
were gonna?
Yeah.
'Cause, I
If
mean,
I was
those
going to, I definitely would, yeah.
those are 2 guys
Take
that
a
can
camp,
show
yeah.
you a lot. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And with Eric Spicely too. He's still fighting, right? Eric
Yeah.
Spicely just had a fight not too long ago and won, I think, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so you've been wrestling for Chaotic now for a couple years.
It'll be 2 years in 2 weeks or a week.
Okay. I got a question I've been dying to ask you. Okay, when you first started branching out, right? Who was the first company that kind of reached out to you that's not from around here that booked you? Was it
Not from New
not
England?
from New England? Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I mean? Was it in Jersey, New York?
London.
Yeah, London,
Mexico.
yeah.
Maybe tier 1.
Oh,
They
really?
might have been
Okay,
the first
that's in
ones
New
to
York,
bring,
right?
Yeah, to bring me like
Yep.
to New York area.
Now, what's his name wrestles there? Darius Carter, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually working him in EC3
Oh,
in
wow.
2 weeks
Nice.
for Battle Club Pro in the Bronx.
Okay. Now, is he still connected with Crusade for Change, that guy?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because it's funny because he was at a Beyond show. I asked him for a picture, and he's like, I don't take pictures. So I took a picture of him anyway. So I posted it on his Facebook wall, and he got pissed. He took it right off. I thought it was fun. I had to do something. I'm a wise guy sometimes. All right, so, excuse me. So lately, you've been all over the place.
I'm trying. It's the goal.
I mean, I've noticed, just from Facebook, you're traveling you went to Mexico just recently, England.
Yep.
Where else have you gone?
Canada. I went to Texas.
Wow.
I was down in Florida for Mania weekend for the first time. So I'm in California.
Have you been wrestled for PWG yet?
I have not, no.
I think you will be soon. Trust me. I do. I'm not trying, you know what I mean? Honestly, I'm not just trying to toot your horn, but honestly, you got a lot of talent. Seriously.
you.
And that's
Thank
why I
you.
was very excited to get you to come on the show. But New England's right now, and you know it, it's full of a lot of great talent.
guys,
a lot of guys. from
I
this area.
definitely wanted to play the name game with you too.
I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. I'm bad.
No. This is good. No, it's just name game. You just tell me what you think about people. That's all, good, bad, or indifferent, or a story or whatever. But I have to. We talked off the air real quick.
Okay.
Leo Rush, another kid that's unbelievable. You just wrestled him this weekend. Was that the first time?
It was the
wrestled
second
Leo?
time.
Second time.
First time was for Northeast Wrestling.
Okay, so you wrestled him just now in MCW, right?
Yep.
So how'd that go? I saw it. I thought it went
It
great.
was one of the funnest matches I've ever had.
Right.
He's just absolutely amazing.
He is amazing, no
So.
doubt. And tell us all, because at the end of the match, someone came into the ring. And if you guys haven't seen this, you have to look it up on YouTube. You really do. Or you can go to Flip's page. You got it on your...
On my Facebook.
On the Facebook wall. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll share it. You can go to mine. But Rey Mysterio came into the ring.
Yeah, it was incredible because I think he watched our whole match.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Because
I'm sure
before-
people told him to watch it. Seriously.
Because before he cut his promo, he came and gave us dabs saying good job. So it was really cool. And then just to share the ring with him for the last spot was just really crazy.
Right. That is pretty amazing, man. Especially like you said. I mean, if you're a friend, if you
a
were a fan
legend.
of Eddie, you obviously were a fan of Rey's too. How could you not be?
Yeah,
you know what I
he was
mean?
a legend.
That's
awesome.
that is awesome. I gotta ask you about your trainer, Brian Fury, who I have a lot of respect for.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. He's out of his last 4 matches, I told my girl she wasn't too happy, but I went to 3 of his last 4 because I had to. I seen Brian when he first started. He was wrestling here in Nashua for Jeff Costa.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Lobster man.
And he was flying Brian Jury then. He wasn't even Fury.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And I had a picture. I'll have to share it with you sometime. He's got to be 135 pounds, 140 pounds, very small.
Yeah.
Doesn't look anything like he looks now, But Brian's a phenomenal trainer. He's been training all you guys,
Yeah.
He's put out a lot of good talent right
Yes.
now, especially. So,
Yeah, no, when I was looking for pro wrestling schools, that was one of the main things I looked at was the reputation of schools. And
Right.
just him and the school have such a high recommendation.
yeah. What other school? I know, like I said, I saw an interview earlier. You had a couple other schools you were thinking of.
Yeah, I was debating going to Lance Storm School
Yep.
up in Alberta,
Yep.
who I actually just met this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Very nice guy. I was debating Booker T School down in Texas, and then in 2010 I was debating FCW, but then I ended up going to college instead. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Which school did you go to?
North Idaho College.
Nice.
So.
Good for you. So some of the guys, I want to talk about your PAG group.
Uh-oh.
Because all 3 of you guys, I really do think you all have great futures in this business.
Yep.
Brick Mass Stone and Christian Casanova. How did that all come? And what does PAG stand for?
I honestly don't even know. Brick Mastone came up with it, so you're gonna have to bring him on.
He's
the show
coming
to
on in
find
a couple
out.
weeks. He's coming.
They- oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So and you got to tell Christian to come on
Christian,
and do the show.
yeah.
I don't know. We came up together.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 first guys that I really clicked with at the Pro Wrestling Academy. We were driving up to some show one day, and I just don't know. I don't know how it came about.
Right.
We came up with the name PAG, and it stuck. It kind of came off as a joke at first when
Right.
it first started, but then we just ran with it, and it was awesome. We had a 6-man tag for UFO.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for that.
I think it was Black Friday or no, the day before Thanksgiving.
Yes, the day before Thanksgiving. Yep.
And it was just fun. Just being out there with your two best friends, just
Right.
doing what you love. There's nothing better than that. And it was
Oh,
just
no
awesome.
doubt.
So
That's awesome. Those guys, like I said, have bright futures too. And Brick will be on in a couple weeks. Actually, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks he's coming on.
you have to ask him about the name. He
Oh,
kinda
I'm
came up
definitely
with it,
gonna.
so,
I will.
yeah.
How about Anthony Green?
Anthony Green. He's silly.
Yeah.
All good.
All good. He's silly.
All right.
Good kid, though. He's just silly.
I think he's got another. I hate to keep saying it like this, but it's the truth. Bright futures. Him, Cam Zagami. I mean,
Yeah.
all these kids are all. You guys are. You're young. You know what I mean? And you're definitely being trained by the right guy. And I think you guys all have bright futures. Now that's a pretty good tag team. You must have been in the ring against those guys in a tag team match against Cam and Anthony.
I've never tagged against them.
Oh, really?
But I've tagged with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
wow.
tagged with them, I think, 2 or 3 times.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's been fun every time.
Nice. I want to ask about a friend of mine that hasn't been on the show yet, and I'm dying for him to get on the show, and I know you guys know him very well, Jose Perez.
Okay.
What about Jose?
I've heard he's got a mean chop. I've never been on the
haven't
receiving
been
end,
the
though.
chop yet.
Neither have I.
Never been on the receiving
But
end.
he does.
Thankfully,
Yes.
thankfully.
Oh, yeah, he does have a mean chop. Him and Rick Fuller
Yeah.
probably got the worst chop. You don't want to take a chop from either
I hope
one
I
of
hope
those
I never
guys.
find out.
I've seen Phil make people cry. I told you that story.
Yeah,
That
and
was
I
on
told you the one about with Virgil, right?
Yeah, no.
Listen, now Rick Fuller's wrestling for Sparta in Nashua. Me and my son there. We're in
Hey,
the
I
second-
made you. You work with me.
Yeah, we're in the second row, and I hear Sparta and Virgil in the back, and they're arguing. So I just move a little. I could see them, and Virgil's yelling at him. So then they go in the ring, and he's wrestling Rick Fuller. And the referee gets knocked out of the ring. Rick Fuller comes out of the ring. Right next to us, the ref's right there and goes, "Watch this." And he goes in, and the finish is going to be where Rick chops him, but he gets low blowed, and then Virgil puts his legs up. So Rick lights him up. 3 chops. I swear to God, he came from down here, and he hit that guy so hard. Virgil grabbed his bags. The match was over. He comes out, grabs his bags, and left, all in a span of 60 seconds. Because he was obviously arguing probably about money or whatever.
Yeah.
But Rick just lit him up. And
Yeah.
yeah, have you ever seen Rick? Have you ever been on a show with Rick?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man, when you are, watch his match because he will give somebody. Oh, and I mean, he loved
Anthony
this guy.
Green has a mean chop, too.
Anthony impressed me a lot. I mean, he's a little taller, you know what I mean, than like Cam and all that. And Christian, he just had a great match at Lucky Pro last weekend. I was at that show, and they had the main event was Christian and Anthony Green.
Oh, awesome.
And match was honestly as good as anything that's out there. Honestly, those guys can work. But Anthony, he's got that height. And I think when he fills out a little more, you know what I mean? He's gonna.
Young kid's gonna-
He's got the look that Vince would like. You know what I mean? Not that I'm like Vince is my friend. Don't worry. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That he's got
Yeah.
that size to him. You know. But luckily, Vince isn't going to be running the WWE forever. Because seems like Triple H changed his mind and likes the smaller guys now too, which is great. Because growing up watching wrestling, they were all different sizes. You know what I mean? And that's how it should be, I think. But I just love what they're doing down in NXT. What do you guys think about NXT?
Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, you watch it every
So
week?
opening up opportunities for everybody.
Yes, absolutely. And there's so many guys that are down there, even from like around here too. Biff's down there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's working out. Well, Oni, he had a great match a couple weeks ago against what's his name? That's Amas, Eldrade, Cien Adamas or whatever.
Cien
Yeah.
Almas.
Yeah, that match was really good. But all right, let's get back into the name game. I want to talk about a big guy,
Okay.
Brian Malonis.
I've had the opportunity to share the ring with him twice.
Nice.
Once was a battle royal that I won. I eliminated him.
Oh, you eliminated him?
Yeah.
All right. He was a guest on this show, too. All right. Sorry,
The
Brian.
second one was for Beyond Wrestling, and that was
Yeah.
just a lot of fun. For a big guy, that guy can go.
Yeah, big time. He definitely can go. I'm a big fan of Brian's also. Now, a lot of these guys I put down, I noticed that you wrestled. Okay, that's
Okay.
why I'm bringing
Okay,
these
okay.
names up. You know, John Silver.
He can kick so hard.
Yeah. He's a strong kid, too, for his size. Like, seriously,
he's-
very
yeah.
strong. Yeah, I like
Very
John.
strong kid. Very strong.
And also, obviously, we already talked a little bit about Biff.
Yep.
Another big guy, Ace Romero.
I had a match with Ace for Chaotic, and I thought he broke his neck because he did a moonsault. and landed like right on his head.
Wow.
It was one of the scariest things that I've ever been in the ring for.
Right.
And I'm glad he was okay, but he still does the moonsault. He does dives for a big guy. You shouldn't be able to do that, and he
Right.
can.
Yeah.
So.
He's got so much agility for a guy his size. No doubt about it.
If he can just lose a little bit weight, just for health reasons.
Yeah.
And he has a long career ahead of him.
Oh, I agree.
You know,
I agree, Dave. Big
he's
time.
gonna be awesome.
Right now, I'm big on their tag team that they have in Beyond. Ryan and Ace.
Yeah.
Two giants. They took on EYFBO at the last show I went to. What a great match that was. And like you said, Ace moves like he's 150 pounds lighter. He really
He does
does.
crunches over the top rope. And
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A guy that, I don't know how many times you've wrestled him, because I don't think he wrestles for a lot of different promotions, but Benny Jukes. You never wrestled Benny? Or you did, right?
I've seen him wrestle. I don't think I've wrestled him, though, yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What about Benny?
I haven't seen him in a while, but
Yeah.
I know he is.
I actually ran into him at the UF show last in the April vacation show, and I was talking to him for a little bit. But yeah, he doesn't wrestle for many companies.
Yeah.
How about I know you've wrestled JT Dunn.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that brings out my best. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. His finish. We were talking about that on your show. The finishing maneuver he has is incredible.
Death by elbow.
Death by elbow. Chris Hero. You been in the ring with Chris?
I have not.
No.
I've only seen him at shows and like backstage. He's always been super nice.
Yeah, he is a very nice guy. It's actually very nice to see him back in NXT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is. And as soon as he got back there, they threw him right in the mix, which was phenomenal. Jonathan Gresham.
Crazy. Like he just has such like a crazy mind for this business.
Now, did they just sign him to Ring of Honor or something?
Yeah,
He did
just
sign.
to
So
Ring of
he's just
Honor,
pretty much working for them now?
I don't know. I don't think it's exclusive. I think he's
okay.
still allowed to wrestle other places.
Right.
But yeah, he did sign with them.
Now, you just appeared on their TV.
I did. I made my debut the other night versus Matt Seidel. So
Wow.
yeah, it was
Matter of fact, there he is right there, Matt Seidel. How was that match?
it's just surreal. Like
Yeah.
just to be in there with somebody that I was watching on TV a few years ago is
Right.
just crazy. So I didn't think any of this would happen so fast, and it kind of has. So it's kind of cool.
And it is happening pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
We were just talking on the way up here about the match with John Gresham.
Yes.
XWA, it was an awesome match. It was a different style. Like he said, it's a different style than what he's used to wrestling.
Right.
It was more grounded.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of flipping.
yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, because Jonathan, he's got a lot of mat
Yes.
moves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Physical, too, though. He's
Yeah.
For a smaller guy, he's definitely physical. John Silver, too, pretty much. They remind
Yeah.
me a lot of each other, and I've also seen them guys wrestle each
And
other.
you look at the names that you have on this list, and this gentleman gets in the ring with all of them. He adapts to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, when you get a guy
Exactly.
who can adapt with all different kinds of workers, all kinds of big guys, small guys, fast
Right.
guys, slow guys, you know, he's got a big future.
Oh, I agree. 100%. I totally
It's a shoot.
agree.
I've said this.
Yeah.
It's
behind
the
your
truth.
back a million
Oh, yeah.
times.
It's the truth. He ain't lying. I'm not lying. And I know you want to be humble and stuff, but sometimes
Yeah.
you just got to be like, listen, dude, I can do it, you know?
Yeah.
But, all right, I got a guy that you probably watched over the last couple of years.
Yep.
Ricochet. Did you ever
Okay.
wrestle him?
I've actually wrestled him twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wrestled him the first time for XWA, and then the second night,
Yeah.
it was Northeast Wrestling, 2 nights in a row.
Wow. Now, how are those matches? Incredible?
It's just, yeah. I still can't believe like they happen.
Right.
Like it's just such fast pace, so that they flow so well. Like he's just such a good. He's like one of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So to step in the same ring with him was awesome.
Right.
And I learned so much from him just those 2 nights.
Right. And you're learning from everybody, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Every day I learned something new every day.
Right.
So
How about another young and up-and-coming kid? Actually, he's Rob Feinstein's nephew, Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. Steen? What is it? Feinstein.
Maxwell Jacob Feinstein.
Feinstein. Right, yeah, Feinstein. Yeah, because if he ever
he
heard me say
actually-
it like that, it'd probably
He actually
slap
changed
me.
his name to Friedman.
Yeah, what's up with that? See? Did he really change it to Friedman?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. It has to be true.
So I'm gonna have to ask Rob what's going on. I thought he was his nephew because he always was telling people he was his nephew.
No, he's really good.
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of working with him over in England and over here stateside. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, we went over there for LDN,
Yeah.
and we wrestled a couple times over there, and then we've wrestled a couple times since we've been back, and then now we're going back to England together. So we'll probably
Nice.
wrestle again in England.
Right.
So.
Wow, that's pretty cool because I heard that he pretty much lives his gimmick though. I heard he like I said, if he heard me call his name wrong, he'd probably want to slap me.
You'll have to find out for yourself.
Yeah, man, I'd love to be able to get him on, but you never know. How about Adam Booker? I know you've wrestled Adam.
Oh gosh, yeah.
How many times you wrestled Adam? A few?
I think 4 or 5,
Yeah.
maybe. I put him through a couple tables. He put me through a couple tables.
Didn't you have to go to the hospital after one time? Was it Adam that you wrestled?
Yeah.
What happened there?
He went to powerbomb me out of the ring onto 2 tables, and they didn't break.
So you just slid right off him?
I bounced. Actually, I did like a flip off him, actually. Like, I landed high shoulders and did like a back roll and landed on my feet. It was like, it was crazy. And then he decided that wasn't good enough, so he suplexed me from the corner turnbuckle onto him. Then they broke.
Okay.
Then they broke.
Yeah, that's a veteran for you, all right? So they didn't break the first time. Screw it, I'm going to break it anyways. Donovan Dijak.
Another guy that just brings some absolute best out of me.
Right. Kid's incredible, man, seriously. How I think I asked you, what is he, 6'6" or 6'7"? I know he's big.
He's tall.
big. Yeah, I don't know the exact number.
Man, is he big.
He's tall, but he can move like a smaller guy.
Yeah, he's had some
Fluid
great
thing.
matches. That I go to a
He
lot.
hit me with the moonsault when we worked like 3 weeks ago.
Wow. See, I mean,
Off the top rope.
yeah, these big guys can really move nowadays, you know. I don't get to go to a lot of shows because I got a special needs stepdaughter and stuff. So I go to a lot of Beyond shows on Sundays,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the match he had with Chris Hero was unbelievable. Were you I think you might have were you booked on that show that day?
Which one?
The one it was in Worcester. Hero. No, I'm sorry.
No,
wait.
it wasn't. I
Okay.
haven't wrestled in Worcester.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't wrestled for Worcester yet? No? Nice. So are you booked on this show on the 20th of May?
No,
Because I'm going
I'm
to that
at a
one.
different show in May.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
How about I think I'm going to skip over this
Yeah.
guy. I'm going to skip over that guy. You know what I mean? You just saying?
Yeah,
I think we'll
I was
skip
gonna say
over.
no comment.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, just how about Anthony Bowens?
Incredible. I've
Unbelievable.
had a fatal 4-way with
Yeah.
him, but I've never been one-on-one.
Okay.
That's one of those matches I want to happen this year.
Yeah,
so.
because he's now. Was that fatal four-way? Was McIntosh in that too? Matt McIntosh, was he in that match too?
No, I
No.
don't think
Did
so.
you wrestled McIntosh, didn't you though? thought you did,
In
maybe not.
New York.
Yeah,
Yeah,
New
Bad
York.
Apple.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Bad Apple.
Yep.
Yeah, that kid. Like I said, there's a lot of great talent right now. Have you wrestled for Wrestle Pro yet?
I did. I actually
did.
made my debut for them this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So then
I was there Friday, and then I had a show in Texas yesterday.
Okay. So who'd you wrestle down there?
I was
in Wrestle Pro first. I'm sorry.
Wrestle Pro.
Yeah.
It was a 6-man.
Okay.
David Starr,
Yeah.
Swoggle. I'm trying to remember all the names.
Right,
There's some people I just met, so I don't
Right.
know their names. I apologize.
But Swoggle was in there. Though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
he
yeah,
tried
'cause-
to give me a German suplex. I wasn't having it.
Right.
So I flipped out of it, gave him a super kick.
Nice.
That'll
'Cause
teach him.
I'm a big fan of the Wrestle Pro product. You know what I mean? I think they put on great shows.
Oh, that
Buck,
crowd is amazing.
Pat Buck, when he was helping with the PWS, he built that thing. So I mean, honestly, he was with another guy, but I'm sorry, but when Pat got involved with it, that company went straight up, and that's why
Yeah.
Wrestle Pro's on their way up too. Unbelievable, a lot of talent. Danny Moff is a mainstay up there. Kevin Matthews, who's now on Impact, but excuse me. How about Julian Starr?
Oh gosh, he's actually training at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy now. He's just helping train people.
Oh, nice.
I'm hoping he'll make a comeback because it's one of the guys I still want to have work with one-on-one. So.
Right. Cool. How about you? Why don't you throw some names out there, Dave? We got a lot of time left.
Oh Jesus!
I didn't think we'd have this much time left at this point. I really didn't. I mean, I can think of names too, so don't worry. Just,
I also wanted to touch upon
Yeah.
the military part.
Yes,
because he
please.
incorporates that into his. I don't want to say gimmick because the way you are outside of the ring and in the ring, it's you. Mm-hmm. You're proud to be an American.
Yeah.
You're proud to serve the country.
Yep.
How does the military help you? Does it help you with the wrestling, mentally, physically?
Yeah. I think if I would have moved here in 2010 like I
Yeah.
wanted to, I wouldn't have been ready because I didn't have that military discipline.
right.
And it's taught me a lot, and it's helped me grow up a lot.
Yep.
You have to be thick-skinned in the Army, and you have to
Oh,
be
yeah.
thick-skinned in this business.
Yep.
So I think it definitely
business
helped
is
me.
rough.
So
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
This business is really rough.
Nice.
And on the ride up here, he was going through his his calendar and stuff like that. And it's amazing to see how organized he is. How much time,
Well, that's the
dedication, he puts in.
discipline from
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like putting it in my phone. Like I have to write it down. I have to see like
Right.
my whole month at once.
Yep,
I have
yep.
to like see everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
You gotta have a plan, a game plan for almost everything you do in life. Honestly, but I go to work every day. I know what I'm doing after. You know what I mean? It's always something. Like I said, I got a special needs stepdaughter. I take her to her appointments. You know what I mean? I take her out certain days to take her to certain stores that she likes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good. And I do my show on one night. I prep for the show on. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
I'm very organized too. I didn't go in the military. I probably should have because I wasted a lot of years doing nothing. How about I'm trying to think who I want to ask about that I know you've wrestled.
Who do you want to wrestle?
You did.
Who do you share
Yeah.
a locker room with, or who haven't you shared a locker room with? And you say, I want that guy.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a guy I definitely want to be able to work with someday.
Right.
Paul London's always been up there. He's always been like my top 3.
He's a nice guy. I met him.
Yeah, I've met him a few
He's
times.
Cool.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Would love to. That'd be fun.
Nice.
There's so many people out there that I
Right.
haven't even met or wrestled yet that I just want to be in there with. So
Now, who did you wrestle against in Texas again Saturday?
it was a triple threat. It was
triple threat.
extra talented versus me and Space Monkey.
Nice.
Monkey Flip.
Yeah.
And then we reversed the boys from Ring of Honor. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it was a fun match. That company, they got something special down there, Wrestle
Right.
Circus. Just
That's
He's
cool.
got the T-shirt on.
they got
there.
a new T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're just they got something so special going right now. I'm so blessed and
Right.
excited to be a part of it. So
That's awesome. Now, you said you wrestled MJF in England.
yes,
Who else have you wrestled over there? You wrestled more than him, right?
I wrestled Alan Travis,
Okay.
Crusher Curtis.
Yeah.
Those are 2 of the locals over there. I wrestled Jason Carrion, who was another American that went over there with us.
Okay.
You might know him from Married at First Sight. He was on season 1.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah. I don't get a chance to. I watch so much TV, but I don't watch a lot of
Yeah.
reality TV. My girlfriend watches that Kardashian stuff. It drives
yeah.
me up a
Yeah, I
wall,
can't do
man. It drives me up a wall.
I can't do that.
Nah.
All right, so when you're home, now let's do this. When you're home, what's your go-to like for a TV show? You must DVR something. No?
I actually don't watch much TV.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
I
just
mean,
busy all the time.
I watch
Training.
Raw and SmackDown on Hulu.
Yep.
So I don't have to watch it on Monday or Tuesday nights. That's why
Right.
I can be here because I don't need to watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow
Right.
if I have time. But normally when I'm home, I'm either sleeping or doing laundry. Right. To be honest,
I know, I hear
I'm
you.
never home.
Right,
So I'm
right.
always out doing something.
Yeah.
Whether I'm at the gym,
Or
I'm
one of
either
the
at the
schools.
gym, driving, or wrestling.
Right, right. Now, do you do the Thursday shows every week? If you're
I
in town?
don't. No, not every week. no.
Okay. So, what do you got going on this weekend coming up?
This weekend coming
Yeah.
up, I have the Crash on Friday down in Tijuana, Mexico,
Okay.
and then Saturday I have Battle Club Pro in the Bronx, New York.
Wow. So you're like not around here all the time anymore, like you used to be.
No,
Like you're. Wow.
I'm trying to get out a little more.
I don't know. That's good though that you're branching out all over the place because that's how you get known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you look at the guys that started the Ring of Honor. None of them were from right there. You know what I mean? You had Daniels coming from here, and Joe from there. You know what I mean? And Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him. Paul London was a huge part of that.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
when I first when Ring of Honor first came around, I catered. For the first 2 years, their shows in Massachusetts.
Oh, cool.
Because I went to the first show and I was like, how can I be a part of something like this?
Yeah.
I'm not a wrestler. I'm not, I can cook like a mother. You know what I mean? So I decided to do that. I worked it out with Robert. It was just a trade, merchandise for food. And now I can go to shows now and just sell merchandise, make a couple $100 here and there, and enjoy a wrestling show. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome, yeah.
Yeah, so it was definitely something I wanted to be a part of. Like I'm sure, like you're becoming a part of things like you're going to Mexico. That's unbelievable. It must have been surreal when you first got booked to go.
Oh yeah, it's been a dream come true because like I said, I was a huge fan of Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
And like seeing like that he came up, went to Mexico and like did all that and then WCW.
Yeah.
Like it always been my dream. Like and the month prior, I had wrestled in the ECW arena, which was like
awesome.
like a dream come true as
Right,
well. Because
right.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
I remember after my match, I remember just looking up at the banners hanging, and I remember
Yeah.
seeing Eddie Guerrero's Hall of Fame banner.
Yeah.
So you remember
ECW
the
arena.
series of matches he had with Malenko, the Guerrero-Malenko Classics?
Oh,
It was like a series of
unbelievable.
4 matches.
Yeah.
You can give it, it's a tape, the 4 matches.
Yep.
It's a wrestling clinic.
Yeah.
You can watch those and just like learn so much from
Yeah,
it.
learn so much from just
Yeah.
from watching them. You can grab an ECW show though, even, and watch that whole show and learn something from every match.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I honestly and truly believe that, like a great wrestling card has a little bit of everything. It's got your brawling, it's got your high spot matches, you got your comedy matches, you know what I mean?
And he's done hardcore too.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's
yeah.
a little crazy.
What made you decide to do that?
Because
Just to try it?
I just want to show
Joey
people that I
Janela.
can go out of my comfort zone.
Right, right.
And like I don't just have one style. I can
Right.
adapt to other styles. And I just want to go out there and show that I'm more than just a flippy kid.
Right.
Because yeah, I'm a good flippy kid,
Yeah.
but I want to show that hey, look, I can do something else.
Hey, you're well-rounded.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely. Now, that was for Game Changer Wrestling?
Yeah, me
'Cause
and Joey
D'Amato
Janela.
just hit me up and said, oh, dude, you got to come down here. I think he wants me to cater one of his shows, so maybe you'll be on it when I go
That'd be
down.
awesome, yeah.
You know? So how many times you wrestled Janela? That's another young kid
That was my
that's
first
come
time
up.
ever wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So me and him, tables, ladders, and chairs.
Right.
And then he had Scott Hall interfere.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's, I think actually I did see something online with that.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, though, that we brought up Janela because in You Wrestled for WrestlePro, I don't know if you guys know this, but he was the kid that was doing the Starman gimmick for WrestlePro.
Oh, okay.
And then they had a little falling out, and they had a podcast, and Kevin and Pat had a podcast. They kind of threw shit at Joey, kind of putting him down.
Yeah.
But if you look at their last poster, who's in the middle of their poster? Who's got the last laugh? Joey Janela is. He's booked, and he's right in the middle of the poster. And these guys, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I think it's awesome because, you got mad at the kid, and you were putting him down a little bit, saying that he ain't going to bounce to nothing, and now look at him, and now you're booking him because why? Because you want him because he worked his ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
And people want to see Joey, and he can work.
Yes. Yep.
He's not just when he went off the top of that building with
Yeah, it was
Zandig. You
insane.
know what I mean?
Yes, easy does
That
it.
was crazy, but probably the same thing as like you said. You want to be well-rounded, and he did the same thing. A lot of people don't see, like Axel Rotten, for instance, honestly. That guy could do it all. People just think he was hardcore.
Yeah.
But he could do everything. You know that.
We were
He
talking
could-
about that the last time.
He could do everything.
Him and Chris Candido had matches that
Oh, yeah.
tore the place down.
Yeah.
Wrestling matches.
Yeah.
And
Balls wasn't
Mahoney.
too bad
Balls
either.
Mahoney, yep.
Well, everybody just thinks he's smashing people with chairs, but no, he could actually work on the mat, And it's
Absolutely.
great to be well-rounded, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I just grew up a huge fan of hardcore matches
Right.
and just the
Yeah, I
style.
mean,
It's
that's
just a different art form,
Yeah, absolutely. There's been some great matches. So besides some of the guys you already mentioned that you wanted, is there anybody else you want to be in the ring with? Like someone, like let's say guys from the WWE right now, who would be a dream matchup for you right now?
Cena. Just
Yeah.
because I grew
Yeah.
up watching him. Finn Balor.
Those would be some great matches.
Actually, that would,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people put down John Cena, and I don't understand why, because that guy is the best for the business.
Yeah.
He's done so much for the business. You know what I mean? Honestly, in my eyes, he's done more than Hogan.
Yeah.
That's just in my opinion. Probably if if you guys are fans of Cena, then it's probably you guys feel the same way.
Yes, yep.
I mean, he's done so much for that. It's not the Special Olympics, so Make-A-Wish
Make-A-Wish Foundation,
and all
yeah.
that. I mean, and he's just done so much for the wrestling business. He's able to change people's perceptions. Before it was a joke, like Hogan would go make movies and look
Yeah.
how bad these movies are. He goes out and he's in a movie, that train wreck movie, and he kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
actually
He's
a
hilarious.
funny movie.
Hilarious, yeah. I really do believe that he is, like, when he does do his last
Yeah.
wrestling match, he is just going to go in that acting field, and he's going to become a
he's
star
definitely-
like The Rock. I
He's
really
definitely
do.
somebody who took what he can from the wrestling business.
Yeah.
And he's using it for good.
Absolutely.
Everything he does,
Yeah.
you can read online his schedule, where
Right.
he flies, where he goes to his meetings, the matches, the gym, and everything.
Yeah.
And you look at his schedule.
Same thing.
He's
Busy.
like, 4-hour
Yeah.
flight, 4-hour drive, and he's only been 2 years.
Right.
He's got all these opportunities.
Yeah.
There are guys that have been in for 5 years, and they complain about 15-minute drive,
Right.
45-minute drive.
Right.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
They want to know why they're not getting booked. They want to know why they're doing the same
Right.
thing over and over.
Well, there's a couple guys, couple local people from around here that made it big real quick too. You look at Kofi Kingston.
Kofi, 3 years. You said it was 3 years.
3 years. 3 years, and he was in the WWE. Sasha Banks, pretty much almost the same thing. You know, how'd they get there? They worked hard. They were respectful.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They listened to their train.
That's
You
another
gotta
one.
be humble. I mean, I was saying it the other day, thanking people for being on the show. Very humbling that anybody wants to be on a show with me. Like, who am I? You know what I mean? Honestly.
I was telling him you got a good thing with this.
I'm trying,
show.
and I want to put it out there. I want to keep pushing the local talent because they deserve it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They really do. People need to know about these guys, you know?
Yeah.
And if I can help in any way, that's what I'm here for.
Because it's not just New England.
Right.
This show is being watched right now live on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I got friends of mine that
Everywhere.
are watching it in New York right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have friends that are watching it in Montana.
Montana, there you
All
go.
right. Thanks, guys.
Montana.
Listen, keep watching it, you know. I've got a lot of his friends are coming on this show. Seriously.
You gotta
like
get
I
Christian
said,
Casanova. That kid's awesome.
I've been asking him,
Yeah.
you know, but he's another one blowing up too. He's, you know, getting booked all over the place. You know, hopefully we'll start seeing him and Anthony and those guys in Brick going to New York and here and there. You know, I know they're out in Rhode Island and Connecticut and stuff, but I just hope they keep
Expanding,
Yeah, because I mean that is the only way to get your name out there. You know,
Absolutely.
people need to know you here and there, and I mean, I can reach people on this show because of YouTube and going live and stuff, which is awesome. I got friends of mine right now watching. I told them all about you. They're gonna be watching all your matches. Anthony, Braden, Tiago, see, I'll throw you a shout out. Oh, you better be watching, because Tiago, if you tell me tomorrow that you didn't watch, I'm gonna be mad at you. But no, these kids aren't. His kids are biggest wrestling fans you'll ever see, and I tell them all the time. I tell his father, you got to come to these independent shows with me, right? Instead, he spends his $80 and he takes them to the WWE shows and he sits way up there, and you can't meet them. I try to tell these guys, you got to meet these guys before they make it big. You come to these independent shows and you guys want to meet the kids. I know that.
Yeah.
You know?
Like XWA does that one show a week,
Yeah,
Thursday for
Thursdays,
$5.
$5. You can't
You go to
beat that.
Chaotic show, maybe $20
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
for Chaotic, and you're right there in the action. No matter where you sit at the
Right.
shows, you got a good seat.
Yes.
And then intermission, before the show, after the show, you get to meet these guys.
Right.
You know, you help support them by buying their merchandise.
Yep.
And you have merchandise. You have T-shirts, you got sweatshirts,
Dog tags.
dog tags. Where can everybody find you?
Yeah, where can everybody find your merchandise?
Pro Wrestling Tees / The Flip Gordon.
Yep.
I can also, if they want to PayPal me, I can send it to them as well. So
Nice. So they can
Pretty
hit
easy,
you
yeah.
up on your Facebook.
Yep,
Or anywhere.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at
Okay.
The Flip Gordon. So.
And he had joked one time about getting a flip phone.
Yeah, I seen that.
I talked about
That's
that.
smart though.
It is. I think
Nobody
he
uses
did.
a
creative.
flip phone anymore.
But they will if it's yours.
Yes.
If your name is on it, they will use it.
Maybe.
True. It's true. Because we were talking about Vinny.
Yeah.
How creative he is with that Ink Sanity
yeah.
thing that he's going. That's another guy. What do you
Yeah.
think about those guys?
Amazing.
The Kingdom.
The Kingdom.
Yep.
The Kingdom, yeah.
Pretty awesome, those
Yeah.
guys, you know. Now, you've been in the
Good
ring with those
too.
guys?
Yeah, me.
I know you've been in the ring with TK.
Yeah,
I've seen it
he's-
once.
Yeah, another guy that just brings out the best in me. Like,
Right.
And same, like me and him just work very well together.
Nice.
So
Yeah, the kid's got a lot of talent. Hopefully he'll heal up soon.
Yeah.
How's he doing, do you know?
I saw him at XWA show. He was
Yeah.
on crutches.
Yeah.
He moved around a little bit, but he was very humble.
yeah, he's in good spirits. That's
Yes.
for sure.
Nice,
He did a nice speech
Did
to
he?
everybody, thanking people.
He was
for
humble
support.
because I heard from what Teddy
No,
and Teddy
he's-
says that he's he's a stallion. He knows it too.
Yeah, but he was humble that night.
Was he? Good,
Yeah,
good.
He did a shoot promo and
Yeah.
he's gonna heal up. He's a
They got a
fighter.
good thing going in Ring
They
of
do.
Honor, the three of them. They really do.
Mm.
You know, I'm a big fan of the King. I was a big fan of the Kingdom before when it was just Bennett and Taven.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? And Maria. Sorry. But yeah. So you don't know if you want to have an MMA fight again. You're not sure.
I'm not
but
sure.
If you might. That's the door's
Never
open.
say never, never say
say
never.
never. Okay. And you're going to. I noticed on your schedule you're going to England quite a bit this month.
I'll be there for 5 or 6 days in a row.
Nice. And then from that, have you been booked in Germany yet?
I have
you done?
not.
No. Okay.
I'm working on that right now. So
Nice. What other companies in the United States? Obviously, like PWG, I'm sure you'd want to work for. You worked for
eventually,
Ring
yeah.
of Honor.
PCW
Yeah.
out of LA.
Yep.
I've worked for them. They're partnered with the Crash. That's how I got into Mexico.
Okay.
Wrestle Circus down in Texas. Just there yesterday. Absolutely amazing. Like
Right.
that's going to be a show that people need to see. I saw like the craziest, most insane match I've ever seen in my life last night.
What was it?
It was the Chris brothers and Sammy Callahan
Yeah.
versus Leo Rush, Desmond Xavier, and Shane Strickland. And it was just absolutely insane.
Now, was that Scarlett and Graves? Desmond Xavier was part of Scarlett and Graves, I think,
Yeah,
with
he
the
was.
Chris and all.
Yep.
Okay, and the Chris, what, Irish Airborne? I think that's what they used to be called.
I'm not sure.
But the Chris brothers, they're incredible talent.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you wrestled Sammy?
I have not, no.
That'd be a good match.
Sammy's.
Sammy and
He's-
JT was off the hooks.
Oh,
Sammy-
yeah. Because I met Sammy at the very first, he was on the very first House of Hardcore show.
Okay, yep.
And I met him, and I brought my nephew with me. He's a huge fan of that thrash metal, and
Yes.
that's what Sammy liked.
Yeah.
They hit it off like thing. Next thing you know, I turn around, I'm looking for my nephew. He's talking to Sammy. Then I'm looking for him after. I said, Sammy, where's my nephew? He says, oh, I think he's with Sandman. Sandman got him smashed, right? Seriously, Sandman had him going out getting him vodka drinks. Sandman brought an 18-pack, so he's drinking 18-packs and vodka drinks. Next thing you know, I look at my nephew. He's supposed to do the driving, right? Because now I got to drive home. I got pulled over, freaking going 80 miles an hour. Got a huge speed ticket. My girlfriend wanted my fiance now, but she was my girlfriend that wanted to kill me. Why wasn't Kevin driving? Why'd you let him drink? And I blamed it on Hack. Blamed it on Sandman. But she's like, I don't care who it is. You should, he should have been driving. Yeah. But so Sammy Callahan's an incredible talent.
Yeah, no, he really is.
Yeah. So,
He's definitely on my list of people I'd love to work with.
oh yeah, I'd love to see you work. Have you ever worked with the Young Bucks yet?
I have not, no.
I'd like to see that too. You know, have they ever been down to the Rhode Island shows? The Young Bucks?
Beyond, I think they might have worked.
Yeah, I know they
worked
worked
for
Beyond.
XWA about a year and a half ago.
Okay. Nice. Dave, why don't you ask some more questions?
I don't know. When I just was watching the match with Leo, you and Leo, you do the gymnastic stuff with you kind of nip up and down and nip up. And down.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Yeah.
Because you've done that with a lot of other guys too, and it's crazy. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a psycho.
Yeah.
Like when he nips up, the guy goes grab him, he nips back down.
It's an invasion.
Yes.
What is
and
it?
like an evasion.
Okay. Yeah.
I kind of came up with it when I was breakdancing because I used to breakdance. And I remember just doing that as I remember seeing it on You Got Served,
Okay.
which is a popular dance movie.
Right.
And I remember seeing it in the final dance, and I remember seeing something very similar to it. And I also stole another thing from that same movie. It's like a handstand, jumping jacks on my hands.
Yeah.
And I do that in the same match that he's talking about. And it's just stuff like that that I learned from gymnastics and breakdancing that I'm just trying to incorporate into my style, try to make it different, try to make it me. So
It's definitely different.
Yeah, definitely
It's
different.
like I watch it and it's like you see the guy go after him and then he's back.
Right.
And it's like a psycho to me.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
pretty cool.
I know I've heard that you want to go to the stairs where Rocky ran up
yes.
and do it on your hands. Is that true?
Yes, so I love walking on my hands.
Yep.
I've been fascinated with it since I was a little kid.
Right.
I've gone down escalators on my hands,
Yep.
up escalators on my hands. I've walked downstairs on my hands. And so my goal is to walk down all of the Rocky steps on my hands. And I want to have
awesome.
it filmed. And
With the music
hopefully-
playing.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow. You would be very impressed with my 15-year-old daughter's friend Lexi. She was in gymnastics since she was 3 years old. She can do a football field, walking on her hands.
Yeah, I've
Out
done.
and back.
Yeah, I've done
She can do
basketball.
back and
I've done
forth.
basketball courts
Yeah.
multiple times back and forth.
When we're done this, remind me to show you a picture. I have a picture of her with Brian Fury and my daughter, and they're all making muscles. And Lexi's 14 years old, maybe even 13, in her arms, literally. Her muscle is huge
Yeah.
because she walks on her hands, The gymnastics background.
Yeah.
Now, you practice gymnastics once a week?
Not anymore.
No?
I used to.
Yeah.
I taught myself how to do flips when I was
Right.
a little kid, and then when I got into gymnastics, when I was in college,
Right.
They kind of just fixed my form and
Yep.
taught me more technique,
Right.
which made me safer when I flip. But I taught myself I was doing backflips off of houses and stuff when I was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Could have got killed there. That's cool, though. So you pretty much self-taught.
Yeah, I taught myself how to do most of the stuff I
Right.
do, and then after I learned some gymnastics and
Yeah.
learned some dance lessons.
So is that a thing with you? Because you did it with MMA. You go in, you fight, then you learn later.
Yeah,
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
you gotta try it.
Exactly. That's cool. Dave,
Yes, sir.
Come on, let's get some more questions.
I want to see him in Japan.
Yeah.
I'd
We
love to
talked-
go to Japan
yeah.
someday.
I want to see him in Japan. I think he would do really good there.
Oh, I think so too. Definitely. And you know that they're stiff over there too. So when you go
Yeah.
over there, they're gonna tell you got to
That's
stiff
fine.
them back.
Yeah.
That's how it was in Mexico.
Was it really? Yeah. Because that's got to be hard too. Like sometimes you go places and you don't know anybody. So that's got to be tough.
I'm starting to learn more and more people,
Yeah.
like on the road, and
Right.
you see them at a different shows. And you,
Right.
So it's kind of cool. I'm
Yeah.
starting to see like the same people at different shows because I'm getting to that level where I see like some of the top
The same
guys.
people,
and all
yeah.
that.
It's
so-
really important. You got to learn how to protect yourself.
Yes.
And I think with his amateur background, military, that would help him because if he goes in the ring with somebody and they try to test him,
Right.
that's gonna help
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Now, did Brian teach you any of that too? Like, to protect
Shooting.
yourself,
Yeah,
shooting moves?
yep.
Because I'm sure every wrestling trainer must
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
They must,
yeah.
like you said, to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because you never know who you're going to run into.
It's
I know
true.
Gangrel
Yeah.
went to Japan I think when he was a young kid.
Yeah.
And whoever he was in there with tried to shoot fight him.
Right.
And he was taught by the Malenkos.
Right.
And Malenkos taught him how to.
Yeah. And he was. I actually seen a shoot, and he said
Yes,
that.
he talked about that, yeah.
Yeah. Was that the one with him and Luna together? That shoot? Because I saw one
it
with
was
he
one
talked
it was
about that.
audio,
One.
so
Okay.
I don't know if Luna was there with him.
Because he
but-
did one with him and Luna, and they talked about that and how
Yeah.
he was
Oh,
like,
okay.
that was one of the first things.
Yeah.
Like when he found out he was going to Japan, Malenko's called him and
Because
said,
he was like,
"Listen,
who
make
am
sure
I
you."
fighting?
Yeah.
And they told him, but they normally, the wrestlers and they at least get to meet each other,
Right.
feel each other out, and then they do their match. They wouldn't let him talk.
Right.
Really?
And they got in the ring, and he's like, okay, this is the guy I'm wrestling. And I guess he tried to work with the guy, and the guy was shooting at him.
Right.
And he said, okay, now we got to go to this. And he said he doesn't remember a lot of the match because I
Right.
think he got knocked out at one point, but he got the better of the guy. He,
Right. Oh yeah. Well, Gang was a big dude
Yes.
too. Big
Yes.
dude. Well, listen, I know you're exhausted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a little time left, but honestly and truthfully, I'm just grateful that you came on the show.
No, thank you so much.
You know
for
what I mean? I
having me.
really do
So,
appreciate it. I think there's big things ahead
Thank
for
you,
you,
man.
Flip. I
I
really
appreciate
do.
it. Thank you.
And my grandson's going to be psyched. Hopefully he was watching, but he'll catch it later if he's not.
Yes.
He might have been grounded. He told me his father wasn't too happy. Got in trouble at school. But can you say hi to Jizaya for me?
Isaiah?
Real quick. Jizaya.
Jizaya.
Yep.
Jizaya.
Yeah.
Hi, Jizaya.
You've met him, so and I
Yeah,
can't wait
yeah.
for him to bring him to another show. But
Awesome.
Flip, thanks for being
Thank
on
you,
the
man.
show. I
Thank you
really
so
do
much for having
appreciate
me,
it,
man.
Dave.
Leo, thank you.
And you're coming up soon, July
July
17th.
17th.
You'll be back.
Yeah, we'll have some good stories.
All right. Guys, listen. Flip Gordon, Live Wire Dave Padulla. We're out. Peace.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.